Hello everyone, my name is Serge and welcome to my very first ever Nikke video. I'm very much looking forward to posting more Nikke videos soon, both informative and fun. So if you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing as I'll be posting more videos on here soon. But yeah, for this first video, I wanted to talk about the dailies in Nikke, because I know some people out there might be wondering how good or bad the daily grind in Nikke is. Is the game very high maintenance? Is it quick and easy? Or maybe too grindy and tedious, etc. So for those of you who are wondering if this game is right for you and your daily gacha grind, let's take a look, shall we? So here we are in our main screen, and I'm pretty sure you already took some notice of all the little red dots that we have going on the screen, and I'll get to them in a minute, okay? But first, I wanted to start off by prefacing that in Nikke, you can actually approach your dailies in one of two ways, okay? The first one being the super quick and fast, less than 5 minutes a day, quick in and out, collect your rewards, and get out. And then the second way is obviously collecting your rewards, but then maybe sticking around and actually completing some of the more in-depth activities that the game has, that of course will give you more resources to progress your account even further. But yeah, let's get into it. Of course, first you're just gonna claim your mail, easy enough, not a big deal. Up next, you're gonna go to your friends tab and then just click the send and receive right over here. This pretty much gives you some summoning currency that you can use in one of the recruit banners that we have over here, which will allow you to summon from a general pool of characters, which is amazing. Of course, this means that you can just log in for the day, send and receive your friendship points or whatever they're called, and then before you know it, you'll have a ton of this currency and you'll be able to summon on this banner. Up next, we just have the cash shop. Every single day, you'll be able to come in here and then collect your daily free package. Easy peasy, right? And of course, every week, you'll also be getting another free package, which we can see right over here. Great, and same monthly, right? Now we go to the normal in-game shop as well. There's another freebie for us waiting for us over here. Same thing, one per day. You just collect this, easy. After that, you can pretty much just go to your outpost, and over here, of course, you gotta go through the loading screen, very important. And then you'll just be coming over here to your bulletin board, where you pretty much collect your bounties. These are my bounties that I sent out from yesterday, from the day before. So you just come in here, claim them, and then just dispatch again. Easy enough, right? This goes on, you can only dispatch once a day, so it's not like you have to come back in here after a certain amount of hours, dispatch again, come back, dispatch again. No, you won't be able to dispatch until the next day, until reset. Up next, we have probably one of the most important things about your daily grind, and that's gonna be the outpost defense. As we can see right over here, mine is at 70%, but essentially this fills out every 12 hours, and you wanna make sure to claim this, okay? Even if it's not full, if you know you're not gonna jump back into the game for another 2 days or something like that, something crazy, just claim this, okay? And me personally, I'm gonna wait until this reaches the 12-hour mark. But yeah, the longer this goes on for, the more rewards you'll be able to collect, as we can see right over here. And of course, this is part of what I meant when I said that even if you come into the game and you're just collecting rewards, this type of systems right here allow you to just amass a big amount of currency that will allow you to increase the level of your characters and even some gear right over here, as you can see. Now, of course, you claim this, and also you wipe out. You get one free wipeout per day, so make sure you don't forget to do this, okay? And real quick, we have this message over here. Oftentimes, whenever you get a new character or something, they'll be sending you some mail, which you can just open and then just click through, not a big deal. You can always read this if you want. To me, it's just a ton of text, as we can see over here. So honestly, I don't think I have enough time to go through all these messages. And they're not necessarily that crazy. It's not like you really need to read them. I mean, of course you can. But yeah, at the end of it, you just get like a little friendship ticket. Nothing crazy, but nothing too bad either, okay? And that's it, guys. Honestly, for your quick, easy in and out, that's all you need, right? You saw it right there. Collect your mail, send friendship points, visit both shops, go to your outpost, send and receive your dispatch missions, and then collect your outpost defense rewards. Claim and wipe out. And that's it. That's all you need to do for your quick, easy in and out dailies. Now getting into the slightly more in-depth, longer playtime, first we gotta take a look at the arc, okay? So the first activity is gonna be Thrive Tower, okay? This is basically obviously a tower-like activity where the stronger your team is, the higher you can climb. And this is something that you'll be able to do 3 times every single day, as we can see. This one is the one that's active right now. And I would highly recommend doing this, obviously 3 tries per day. But if you ever get to a point where the stage gets too hard and your characters just can't beat it yet, you know, maybe you need to invest a little bit more in them, then you don't have to worry about this activity, right? Like you won't be able to clear it, so why even bother? But yeah, as long as you can clear it, you have to come in here and clear this out because the rewards are actually pretty good. Up next, we have Arena, the PvP mode in Nikke. And depending on where you are in the game, this might be locked, so you probably won't be able to access this, but you will be able to access this, okay? In here, you pretty much just do a couple of battles. I forgot how many tries you have per day. But yeah, in my opinion, just do the easy fights, you know, pick on a team that you can just easily wipe the floor with. That way you don't spend too much time in here. And of course, here you get a currency that you can spend on the in-game regular shop to buy some very useful resources to upgrade your teams. And then here, of course, if you do have this arena unlocked, you can always jump in here and do 2 tries a day, I believe you have. But of course, it also gets to a point where some teams are very hard, so you don't really have to do it essentially unless you want to really give it a try. But honestly, all you need to do is come in here and you can actually collect these rewards that also add up over time. So yeah. Up next, we have Interception, which is honestly gonna be probably the most important thing you have to do daily if you actually want to have a big step up in your account progress. You'll be able to do 1 boss 3 times, and obviously the higher the difficulty the boss is, the better the rewards is. In here is where you get your gear for your character, so you absolutely want to do this. Again, you get 3 tries per day, but if you clear it 1 time, if you got a really good score, you can always just quick battle it and you don't have to repeat the stage twice after that, okay? So very important, but also relatively quickly, as long as you already have like a team that you can rely on, and jump in, clear it, and then quick battle the rest of your attempts. After that, we have the simulation room, which I think I've heard this is probably the people's biggest issue or most tedious activity in the game. And I think it's, you know, it's up there, you know, it's not that bad, but obviously it's not easy. In here, you have different difficulties, of course, depends on where you are in the game. But yeah, difficulty 5, and then sector A, B, and C. So the reason why this activity is pretty tedious is because whenever you select, let's say activity difficulty 5, sector A, there's 7 stages within A that you then beat a boss, and then you can move on to sector B, and then there's 7 stages, and then you beat the boss, and then you can move to sector C. Now you can actually go from, like, let's say you're difficulty 1, you can actually just skip to C, and that means you won't have to clear the previous stages. In my case, if I were to be as strong to be able to go into difficulty 5 and floor C right out the gate, I wouldn't have to do these sectors. But as we can see, this is very like a very tough floor. So in my case, I always have to go down to A, because every time you clear one of the stages, you get a buff that you can then add up to make the further stages a little bit easier. But yeah, again, this is a very important activity that if you're trying to progress your account, you absolutely want to do, because it gives you some materials to increase the skills of your characters. And that's gonna be it for this part of the game, the arc. Lost sector you don't have to do. Once you complete these activities, you don't have to do them daily, so don't worry about it. Okay, and after that, you'll pretty much just have to worry about your outpost dailies, which can be another tedious activity, at least in my opinion, because you have to jump to your command center, okay? And in here, basically what you're gonna be taking care of is the advice. Here, via your advising, I have 8 attempts per day. Depending on where you're in the game, you might have less or more even. But yeah, advising basically gives you friendship with your characters, which the higher the friendship, the more, what's it called, like stats you give them, right? You give them more attack, more defense, more health, whatever that might be. So if you're really trying to min-max your characters, you absolutely want to do this friendship segment. Pretty much just pick on a character that you don't have maxed out already, and then just hit advice. This will take you to a very quick little scenario with the character where you have to pick between two choices. If you pick the right one, it'll give you the most amount of friendship, and if you pick the quote-unquote wrong one, it'll just give you half of that. So yeah, that's all you're gonna have to do for this one. So a little tedious, but super easy, right? Once you get the hang of it, you'll just be going through it fairly quickly. After that, the other daily thing that I would strongly advise you on checking out is gonna be your elevator, as we can see right here. This elevator is pretty much gonna be an activity that takes a long time to complete, okay? You'll be able to unlock one of 3 different characters. Of course, with enough time, you'll be able to complete all 3 characters and get them all for free. But whenever you're unlocking one character, you'll see right here that you have 3 dailies essentially, that whenever you complete, it'll give you some points that progress towards the unlocking of the character. So yeah, if you miss out on one day, you're of course missing out on all these points that you can get towards progressing this character. So before you're done with your dailies, always come back in here and check out which ones you have already completed, and the ones that you have not completed yet, go ahead and knock out, okay? So yeah guys, that's pretty much gonna do it for your dailies, honestly. Like, not too bad, right? It's fairly easy. Once you get the hang of it, you'll be going through your dailies like nothing, especially after you create your characters. Everything should be fairly easy. Now, of course, you gotta keep in mind that sometimes some activities that aren't normally here every single day will pop out. Like there's a co-op event, there's some union raids, there's solo raids that pop out like maybe once a month for a few days. So of course you gotta keep in mind that those activities, if you wanna complete them, you can do so, but of course we'll add a little bit to your daily grind. And of course, before I leave and forget, we do have some side stories that come and go as well. Some side stories, or I guess you can call them like events, right? They do come here very often, and sometimes they're more difficult or more easy. In this case, this one's very easy, very quick. It just has a couple of stages that you can just breeze through. These are super easy stages that give you event currency, which you then go into the shop and exchange for more rewards. This also depends on what event you have. Right now I have the Nia Paradise. And yeah, so you can consider this another part of your daily. Of course, like I said, this can be quicker or a little bit longer depending on how beefy the event is. And that's it guys, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully this video was insightful for you. Get a quick little look inside of a day in the life of a Nikke player. And yeah, if you have any questions, please drop them in the comments below, and I'll do my absolute best to get back to you as quick as I can to help you out, okay? But yeah guys, thank you again so much for watching. I truly appreciate you, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. Laters.